and it is good. Jake Bates throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Bunched up. Tua to throw. Pass time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield. Spinning his way. Pass to 35 to 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my, making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards, 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side, caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Sunday slate of Week 9 wraps up with the Seahawks and the Commanders going at it. And I'm just realizing I forgot to change jerseys for this game, so give me 1 quick second. All right, here we go. Welcome in. Welcome on in. Sunday Night Football. It's the Seahawks. It's the Commanders. Both teams rocking some throwbacks tonight. This should be a relatively interesting game. But welcome on in. There we go. Wait, it's called Northwest Stadium now? What happened to it being FedEx? Whatever. Wait, what happened to it being FedEx Field? Wasn't that the... I cannot keep up with stadium names, man. It's out of my wheelhouse. But welcome on in. Kickoff going to be on the way here shortly. I would say those uniforms for Washington do look clean. But that's to be expected. It is the era of uniforms that do look really good typically anyway. Yep, the honorary captains took the field earlier. As kickoff for Sunday Night Football. Gonna be on the way here shortly. Jason Myers is set to send this one down, so the Commanders get ball first to begin this one. Yeah, both of these are definitely better than Green Bay's, but I would still rather have Green Bay's throwbacks to what they wore today than what the Steelers wore last week. So there is that. But yeah, both of these uniforms look beautiful tonight. And hopefully the game matches suit as the kickoff is underway from Landover, Maryland. Going to be returned beginning from about the 6 as zoom up past the 25 to the 26. And will be brought down there as out comes Jaden Daniels for this opening drive of the game for Washington. I would say that Green Bay's had better execution than Pittsburgh's, but yeah, it wasn't too great for either. Jaden Daniels play action on the first play of the game, gonna roll left and take it himself for about 3, maybe 2.5. And that's how this game gets started. All right, I make some quick adjustments there to the mic settings, but we should be better now. And so Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side looking to throw in 2nd and 7. Has some time, gonna step up and try to escape. Then taking himself past the 30 to about the 32. Another gain of 3 and a 3rd and 4 coming up. The back-to-back solid coverage on the back end forces a scramble attempt. And now it's 3rd and 4. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Going to look to throw once more. Daniels rolling right and passing right. Going to be caught up to the 40. And they keep the chains going. That was caught by Zach Ertz. To keep the chains going. For some reason, I thought he wears 85. But nope. This is the 3rd stream doing today. Daniels under center, back behind him. 1st and 10 from the 41. Play action looking to throw. Rolling right, going to try to dance around. Throwing right, that's going to be batted and incomplete. Yeah, he tore his Achilles. It's a tough blow for that Bills defense. That looked really solid tonight. Oh, it's a tough blow. He played well in this game as well. It's just unfortunate. Now 2nd and 10. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Man in motion, right to left. Going to quick throw this left side. Going to be caught by Deebo Samuel for about 3-ish. Penalty marker down. And it's going to be a blindside block against the Commanders. So push them back and replay 2nd down. Right, so a 2nd and long coming up because of it. Daniels in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Ball on the 26 is a 2nd and 25. Looking to throw. Has some time, rolling right to buy more. Still looking, now going to take it himself and get about 3 on the carry once again. A 3rd and 22. All right, so Daniels in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 21. Gonna need just past midfield. Daniels looking to throw. Has time. Pass over the middle is caught, but nowhere near enough for the first. Zach Ertz gets it to the 39, and the Commanders will have to punt this one away. Yeah, I mean, entering the week, most of the matchups were like 5.5 to 7.5 point spreads. It ended up being a really solid week all around. I mean, no one expected that Bears Bengals game to put up that many points. It was a crazy week. Punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at the 10. The hope is that this game can match up to that level, especially with this uniform matchup. We'll see. Heading to a commercial break after the punt. Yeah, that's crazy. I had that game on in the background throughout the early window, as the main game I was keeping an eye on and live with was Colts Steelers. That was a little underperforming, but there was plenty of games to make up for it. Oh yeah, Stafford's definitely up there in the MVP talk. It's going to be shuffled around after this week. Daniel Jones did not look good. He wasn't the main reason, I would say. Definitely a big reason, but the entire Colts offense, from Daniel Jones to the lack of a ground game to the O-line and going against that front seven, it was a rough all-around performance. And the Buccaneers are on a bye this week. They get a little bit healthier, entering a good matchup next week. It's this might be like the most open the MVP talk has been, especially after the Chiefs' loss. It's gonna be an interesting final stretch of the season. Yeah, exactly, and that was what this week was. The defense found life. They played really well. The offense still was pretty lackluster. I mean, they forced 6 turnovers, and that game was still a 10-point game at the end. So definitely would have liked to see a bit more from the offense, as they were only able to score off of turnovers, it felt like. But still, it's a fine enough performance. They got the win, that's all that matters. That is insane that they're using an Arizona State image of Jaden Daniels instead of LSU. I mean, I know he spent most of his time at Arizona State, but come on. At 1st and 10 for Seattle. There's Gray Zabel, their left guard, another player wanted Miami to draft in the offseason. There's so many of them. Darnold under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Going to toss this right side for Kenneth Walker. And he's going to have space for about 6. Up past the 15 to the 16. But yeah, a gain of 6. So Darnold alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Going to look to throw. Pass over the middle is caught for a first down and then some up to the 29. It is Troy Horton Jr. on the reception. Corey Horton Jr. Tell me. Yeah, just a nice pass from Darnold, hitting him in stride. Under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, man in motion left to right. They're going to end around this one to JSN. And he has space staying on his feet and staying in bounds for a first down, gain of roughly 11. Up to the 30. Up to the 40. I was going to say the 35, but it was up to the 40. So Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him. Going to play action and look to throw. Dump off the right side, going to be caught for a gain of 5. That's Torrey Horton Jr. on the reception once again. Penalty marker is down though. It's going to be against Seattle. Replay first down, as it's a personal foul against Seattle. Oh yeah, for a chop block. So 1st and 25. It's been 2 drives, and we've seen 2 chop blocks, which is more than I've seen all year so far. Darnold in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Going to look to throw. Has time, pass over the middle is caught, and with some space, JSN gets past the 35 to the 37. JSN has been a spectacular player this year, surpassing any expectations I could have had for him in the offseason. I love the way he has embraced that receiver 1 role here in Seattle. And again, he's personally my pick for offensive player of the year. Though I do understand people being like Jonathan Taylor should be up there and other names, but to me it's JSN. Darnold in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, gonna quick throw this right side for Kenneth Walker, but a penalty comes in to call the play dead, as it's a false start against Seattle. $8:22 to play in the first quarter. Darnold in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right as well. 2nd and 17, motioning someone into the backfield to his left. Darnold gonna look to throw. Has time, pass left side, caught by JSN, and he gets past the 45 to about the 47, makes it a 3rd and short. Yeah, but it's because Jonathan Taylor is the engine of the Colts offense, is why I'm more so having him in MVP conversations. I know MVP is pretty much a QB only award, but still. I think out of all the players right now, he deserves MVP the most. No quarterback has really stood out to that degree as Jonathan Taylor has. We're having a bunch of solid QB seasons, but Jonathan Taylor is having a truly spectacular running back season. Darnold to throw in 3rd and 3. Pass over the middle is caught for the first down. Gets up to the 45. Even if the ball comes loose, he falls on it. It is A.J. Bonner on the reception, I believe. And they get past midfield. Yeah, A.J. Bonner. Darnold's going to hand this off left side for Kenneth Walker. He has space for a first down, gain of roughly 12. Yeah, because I doubt if Saquon didn't win MVP last year with the season he had, I don't think Jonathan Taylor will get it. Even though like he's having one of those type of seasons from a running back that probably should win MVP when everything's all said and done, because he's doing stuff that hasn't been done since LT and Sean Alexander and when they won MVP. But it's just the MVP is such a QB award now that for as much as he deserves it, I doubt he will. Handoff up the middle once again on 1st and 10. Going to get inside the 30 to about the 27, maybe 26. That is Kenneth Walker on the carry. I forgot Von Miller signed with Washington. What? Why did Trey Amos have such a higher resolution video there for the player intros than everyone else? What is NBC on right now? Darnold's going to hand this off up the middle on 2nd and 4 for Kenneth Walker, and he's going to get about 3. Yeah, that's the point. Is it's been since 2012. AP had nearly 2,000 yards that year. He was the entirety of the Vikings offense, as Christian Ponder was the starter that year, and AP was just that dominant of a player. It's going to take a truly miraculous season for a non-QB to win it again. All right, 3rd and inches. Seattle goes QB sneak with A.J. Barner lining up under center, but there's a false start down. Going to be pushing them back. That false start against Seattle. Like, more so also, like, looking at Todd Gurley's 2017 season. That probably should have been an MVP season as well, but he lost out on it to Tom Brady. Like, that was another truly great season, and Todd Gurley was the main focal point of that Rams offense. It's such a QB award now. Third and 5, Darnold in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to look to throw. Darnold passed over the middle, is caught for a first down. Inside the 20 and stumbling his way inside the 15 to the 12 is Kenneth Walker on the reception. This has been a really solid opening drive of the game for Seattle. Darnold under center, back behind him. 1st and 10, play action, looking to throw. Pass left side is off the mark and incomplete. Penalties fly. Looking for JSN. They're going to get Marshawn Lattimore for a DPI. It was kind of funny to think of how long Marshawn Lattimore has been in Washington. I'm pretty sure this is like his 3rd or 4th year as a Commander. And it's just weird looking back on his time in New Orleans. First and goal for Washington. Ball on the 3-yard line. Darnold under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Gonna give this to Kenneth Walker up the middle, and he's stuffed behind the line for a loss of 1. How long has... Wait, he was traded to... Okay, my timelines are off right now. What do you mean this is his first full season in Washington? It feels like Lattimore's been in Washington longer. Play action, looking to throw. Darnold has time. Pass, end zone, touchdown, Seattle. Penalty marker down. Torrey Horton puts the Seahawks on the board. We'll see what the penalty is, though. It is a DPI against the Commanders. That will be declined. And the Seahawks strike first. So feels like that Marshawn Lattimore has been in Washington longer than a year and a half. To be fair, this whole year as a whole, 2025, has felt relatively long. So that's probably part of the reason. They really are, and it's somewhat working for them. Extra point up and good. Like, it worked well for them last year. This year, different story, but Daniels has also been out for different parts this year. If they can just get Jaden Daniels healthy the rest of the way, they'll be just fine. As we head to a commercial break. The key thing is Jaden Daniels needs to stay healthy. Yeah, it's easy the learning curve, but at the same time, it's now like you need those younger guys to kind of step into more of a workload. And they could learn all they want during their rookie season or the first 2 years. When they get on the field, they need to perform. And again, not having Jaden Daniels has definitely impacted the trajectory of this team. But they're still in a spot where I don't know, if it feels like they could be playing a lot better. Or could be at least in a better shape. Like they should be fighting for that division proper. And they're struggling to stay near Dallas right now. What, their Marcus Mariota's their backup? Yeah, he can only do so much for them. Again, they have a schedule to where if Daniels is healthy the rest of the way, they could go on a run. Let's move on from that strat and more just you need to find the guys that are willing to step in. My internet's acting up right now for some reason. Are we good? All right, we good. Only missed the kickoff. Luke McCaffrey was banged up after the kickoff. That's tough to see. Oh, he's instantly ruled out? What? Okay. So the Commanders starting this drive from the 20. Daniels in shotgun. Back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Going to hand this off up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of 2 yards on the play for Krotsky Merritt. So it was like Austin Eckler going down early and out for the season. Definitely hurt this team. Luke McCaffrey now being out is going to hurt them for this game, but hopefully it's not long term. Like, Washington still needs to play the Eagles twice. They have Miami in a few weeks. They have Minnesota. They have New York again. They can go on a little bit of a run and fight for a playoff spot, but it's not going to be the same as it was last year. Daniels to throw in 2nd and 8. Going to take it himself up the middle and get about 6. Yeah, Eckler going down hurt the offense, especially you have Eckler go down and then you have Jaden Daniels missing a few weeks. I'm sure Marcus Mariota would have loved to have Eckler out the backfield. But, I mean, you've had Krotsky Merritt come in and be a really solid back in absence of Eckler. So you're feeling fine about the future there. Tight end's a little bit of a question mark because Zach Ertz is only getting up there in age. And Daniels in shotgun back to his left, looking to throw in 3rd and 2. Has some time, pass left side. Going to be a great catch. And speaking of, there's Zach Ertz on the reception. Penalty marker is down. They seem set, but again, Washington has a schedule to where if they win the right games, they could be fine. Defensive holding is going to be, I assume, accepted, and just to get that 5 yards, an automatic 1st down. Calling it against the rookie Nick Emanwari. Because like if they would be split in Dallas, yeah. You sweep the Giants, you split Dallas, you find a way to split Philly. You beat the Giants, you beat the Vikings, you beat Miami. That's, 9 wins? That potentially could be enough. Handoff up the middle is going to get a gain of roughly 3. I was assuming a win tonight as well. It's going to come down to if they can pull this off tonight, they set themselves up for yeah, about 9 wins on the season. If not, then yeah, it's probably fair to write them off. Daniels under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, man in motion, left to right. Going to toss this right side with space for Krotsky Merritt. Up past the 40 and down to the 41. How is the full... Yeah, it's a hill to climb, but there's definitely room there for... There's room there for the Commanders to sneak in somehow. They're only 2 games back. Before all the outcome, or before this game. 3rd and 1, going to hand this off up the middle. And not going to be enough for the first. Stuffed at the line. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. 15 minutes in. And it might be a long one for the Commanders tonight. We head to a commercial break. Yeah, the idea is they'll sneak in as a 7th seed and go from there. You made the NFC Championship last year. You want to at least make the playoffs this year. And them being at the point they're in is just unfortunate. McBride is the most reliable player on the Cardinals, so I'm gonna hope he does enough to win me it. The good news is they're going against the Cowboys tomorrow night, who have the worst defense in the league. So he should do enough in theory. We'll find out. All right, see ya. I mean, Trey McBride is expected to get 18 points. What, he only needs 15 from me? I can see that. He is like the number one option over there on Arizona. He's the most consistent guy. You would deserve it, P Fox. That's what you get for benching Cam Little on the week he breaks the longest field goal record. Now that's on you. All right, 4th and inches for Washington. I imagine they're going to go for it here, or at least line up to go for it. Yep, offense staying on the field. Daniels under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. 4th and inches. Play action looking to throw. Rolling right. Pass right. Caught it, has space. Pass midfield down to the 48. Gutsy play call to go bootleg on 4th and inches, but it worked. And not only does it get the first, it gets about 10. That's John Bates on the reception. Daniels in shotgun, back behind him. A toss forward to Deebo Samuel and has space. Going to get about 8 up to the 40-yard line. The Heat game starts in about 30 minutes, and the fact that that game started at 9:30 p.m. it's crazy to me. Now, there's a Seahawks though to get up after the play. It's Josh Joby as friendly fire, helmet to helmet. That's tough. Second and 1 coming up for the Commanders. $14-10 to play in the first half. Daniels under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion right to left. They're going to toss this up the middle, and that's going to be stuffed behind the line for a loss of 1. Trotsky Merritt on the carry, and a 3rd and 2 coming up. Rough play call there. He's another 49er is down for potentially the season. So Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left. 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Daniels, pressure coming, rolling to his right. Penalty marker down. He gets enough for a first and slides down inside the 35 at the 34. But this will be coming back. What are you saying, LMAO to? A face mask against the Commanders is going to push them back. I mean, it's nothing to really laugh about. It's just it's that MetLife turf, man. It's that MetLife turf. It's done crazy thing. It's caused so many injuries. They need to they just need to get rid of that turf in MetLife and replace it with like a different surface of some kind. Doesn't have to be national grass, but just replace it. Daniels are throwing 3rd and 17. Pass right side will be intercepted. A great toe tap grab at the 40. And the Seahawks get the ball. A desperation throw there from Jaden Daniels. And didn't have enough for it to reach the sideline. That is a does that right elbow come down first? It's bang bang. We'll see. As it stands, is an interception. Either way, it'll be a 4th and 17, and we're going to see the Commanders punt this one away. There's the Jets and Giants. They both play at MetLife. And it's part of it is also because they both play there. The state, it's not like just a single large patch of artificial turf. It is patches. Like it is legit. Like everything, damn near every part of that turf is just like a. Forget the exact dimensions, but it's all just square patches that are stitched together on game days, and it makes it even worse. It would be different if there was if it was a large patch that a large thing of turf that gets painted every Saturday or whatever. But no, it's pre-painted turf that just gets stitched together on Sun. It's crazy. It's crazy in how they do it, but also crazy in the fact that they do it that way in general. Yeah, we're at commercial break. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Yeah, I imagine they review. It's a close one. It might be same time when the elbow and the right foot touches. No, yeah, that's an interception. Hell of an interception. Darnold under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. 1st and 10 from their own 40. Darnold play action, looking to throw. Rolling left, buying time, throwing left. Caught by JSN. Past the plus 45 to the 44. Guess the question now is going to become how ugly is this game going to get and how quick is it going to get ugly? Darnold under center. Back behind him, going to hand this off up the middle. And that is a no gain on the play for Zach Charbonnet. 2nd and 10 coming up. Darnold in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the plus 43. Darnold looking to throw. Pass left side, going to be caught. That's JSN. And he's going to fight his way to the 36. Makes it a more manageable 3rd down. So 3rd and 3 coming up. Darnold under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Handoff up the middle, and there's space for Charbonnet inside the 30 and down to the 26. First and 10, keeping it moving. Oh yeah, there's some lowering of the helmet there from Charbonnet, and then he lands on his head. Yeah, that's a tough one. That did not look great. We're going to a commercial break for what I can only assume is an injury timeout. I'm hoping for the best. It's Quan Martin that is down on the play. Yeah, it did not look pretty. All right, at commercial break. At commercial break. Still at commercial break. Just coming back from commercial break. 10:32 to play in the first half. Oh yeah, it's great to see Quay Martin is up. He's walking under his own power to the sideline. That is great to see. Darnold in shotgun. A back to his right, 3 receiving options to the right. Gonna send a man in motion right to left as Darnold will hand this off up the middle for Charbonnet. And he gets inside the 25 to the 22, maybe 21. Good. Darnold under center, back behind him. Gonna toss this left side for Charbonnet. He's gonna try and get the sideline, but will instead lose about 4. Now a third and relatively long coming up. There's a 3rd and 8. Darnold in shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Under 9 minutes to play in the half. Darnold looking to throw. Has some time. Passing right side. End zone wide open. Corey Horton, his 2nd of the night. And the Seahawks extend this lead. You cannot leave that man that wide open. I like how in the shortened graphic there that NBC has, it looks like the Commanders are saying woo. It's just WO now. Good route, great throw from Darnold. Seattle was on fire early in this one. The extra point, it is up, and it is a 14-point Seahawk lead with 8:50 to play in the half. We have a penalty marker down. Running into the kicker. And that'll be enforced on the kickoff. We go to a commercial break. With 8:50 to play in the half. I'll be right back. All right. I am back. We're at commercial break. At commercial break. Next Sunday is the Berlin game between the Falcons and Colts. I won't be live with that one. Again, next week Sunday is kind of all up in the air right now for what games I can be live with. Guarantees are Monday Night Football next week and probably Thursday Night Football. I want to say that's a guarantee, but I'm still not sure just yet. And man, yeah, Sunday's a bit up in the air, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. As we're just coming back from commercial break. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the goal line. Has room up past the 20, 25, and fumble! Ball's loose and Seattle has it to the 21-yard line. I asked the question before the commercial break. I asked the question before the commercial break. How ugly is this game going to be, and how quickly can it get ugly? The answer seemingly is yes. A good peanut punch on the kick return, and Seattle falls on it, and they have great starting field position. Excellent starting field position. Oh, Seattle might be a scary team this year. I mean, they're already playing really well up to this point. Come playoff time, but this Seattle, man. Darnold under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Ball on the 26, looking to throw. Pass time, pass left side, gonna be caught. All they need is one play. It's Elijah Aurora, the rookie out of Miami, and the Seahawks keep adding on to this lead. All they needed was one play. That was a absolute beautiful throw from Sam Darnold. Like, absolutely beautiful, on the money, pinpoint accurate. And it puts the Seahawks up by 21. Just wow. This game is getting ugly quick. And not gonna bother with a full-on commercial break. Kickoff can be happening here shortly. But man, oh man. It has been one of those starts. Sam Darnold already has 3 touchdowns and 142 yards. Kickoff is going to be bouncing to the back of the end zone for a touchback. I believe they'll be starting from the 35. But yeah. How are the Commanders going to respond? They're going to need points and going to need points soon. Down by 21 early. As the ball beginning to drive beginning from the 20. Daniels in shotgun back to his right. Going to play action, look to throw. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Looking for John Bates, but put too much zip into it. It goes through his hands and incomplete. So a 2nd and 10 coming up. So 2nd and 10. Daniels in shotgun back behind him. Handoff up the middle is going to have some space to the 25. Sets up a 3rd and 5 there for Krotsky Merritt. So 3rd and 5. Daniels in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. 3rd and 5, under 8 minutes to play in the first half. Daniels looking to throw. Pressure coming, pass left side will be caught by Zach Ertz, but only gets 4 before being met and brought down. A 3 and out for Washington. And you're down by 21 early. Your hands might be tied. They might be going for it here. Fourth and 1. Offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Daniels in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Shifting the back to his right. Daniels rolling right. Has space. And there's going to be a stoppage. The play is called dead. Penalty down, but Daniels had room for days there. Even before the play was called dead. A false start against the Commanders. Oh, they've beat themselves a little. Not completely, but man, they're not giving themselves any chances with this. Oh, Zach Ertz with the phantom step. Gets called for the false start, and now they have to punt it away. He stepped too early inside. Oh, man. Punt comes off clean. Going to be bouncing and return. No, just bouncing. Inside the 15, down at the 13. So the Seahawks will begin from there. And yeah, Heat Lakers is about to start. Yeah, this is one of those games. We're at commercial break. At commercial break. At commercial break. Seattle's next drive coming up, and it's going to be it's going to dictate how ugly this game is going to get. All right, just coming back from commercial break, and there's a quick rundown of Sam Darnold's career timeline. And yeah, it's been quite a career timeline. But he has seemingly found his home here in Seattle, and he's been playing really well since becoming a Seahawk. Darnold under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. 1st and 10, play action, looking to throw. Avoids one would-be sack, going to be caught by Kenneth Walker along the right side, and he gets about 4, maybe 5. What's up, Bob Flash? Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him on 2nd and 5. The give right side is going to get nothing. Stuffed at the line. Yeah, I just sent you. Yeah, I'm saying that. I think Jake Bates can hit. I think Jake Bates will go for 70 in Denver. But in Detroit, I don't think it's possible to hit from 70. And then yeah, the Cam Little image about the drug test is funny. Because he did that shit without a crow hop, right? Because that's something. Justin Tucker, he had to crow hop in order to hit from 66 in Detroit. Darnold looks to throw in 3rd and 5. Pressure coming. Pass right side. Can he be caught by JSN? Has space past the 35 and brought down at the 39. Yeah, it was just straight, like he can hit. Cam Little could probably hit from like 72 with a crow hop. And that's like a comfortable distance, which is crazy. Darnold under center, back behind him. Play action, looking to throw. Rolling right, passing right. Caught by an open receiver. Breaks off one tackle and has space down the sideline. The 10-5. Touchdown, Seattle. This game is getting ugly. Damn, you know someone who's not expected to score scores when they don't have the name pop up afterwards. Hold on, who was it? Because typically they have like the name of the player pop up alongside the touchdown graphic. That was not the case for Cody White. No, not the Chicago Bull. No, it's Jaden Daniels playing. It has just been a very ugly game for Washington. The extra point from Josh Myers, it is up, and it's a 28-point game. That is Sam Darnold's 4th passing touchdown of the night. We're not at halftime yet. Sam Darnold has 4 touchdowns. And I believe no incompletions. It is crazy. This is a rough 60-yard passing touchdown. But what is Sam Darnold at? Sam Darnold is currently 13 for 13, 229 yards and 4 touchdowns. God damn. What the hell? Okay, I was confused at who Punkle was talking about there about Flash. I'm just now seeing what he was sending in Discord, and then I got to the end. I'm like, oh, that's who. Yeah. Anyway, we're still at commercial break. Sorry, what is this stat? From the Titans game earlier today. Uh, most consecutive games with fewer touchdowns than the opponent. You have the Chicago Cardinals from 1942 to 45. The expansion Buccaneers from 76 to 77. The New York Jets from 75 to 76. The current Tennessee Titans. And also, the Dayton Triangles from 27 to 29. Man, the Titans are reaching uncharted territory. Kickoff return past the 30 to about the 32. That is crazy. All right, first and 10 for Washington. Daniels in shotgun back to his right. Two receiving options to each side. Ball on the 31. Man in motion, right to left. Going to play action and look to throw. Has some time. Stepping up and rolling right. Daniels will take it himself and he gets down to the 39. I need to see how many pass attempts has he had tonight. 8. He has had 8 pass attempts tonight. Crazy. Second and 2. Daniels in shotgun, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. Ball on the 39. Gonna give this up the middle. And that is gonna be enough for a first down. Gain of 3. Took in second effort, but Chris Rodriguez gets it. So first and 10. 3:15 to play in the half. Daniels in shotgun, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. Going to hand this off up the middle, and there is space for Chris Rodriguez. Enough for a first down up to the 45. Daniels alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. Pass over the middle. Going to be caught by Deebo Samuel. And he has space for roughly a gain of 10. Rolling in a second and 1. And they do not need to run another play if they don't want to. Daniels in shotgun, back behind them. Man in motion, left to right. 2 receiving options to each side. Daniels going to hand this off up the middle, and that'll be enough for the first down, a gain of roughly 3. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. Seahawks up 28-0. And man, it's a rough one. All right, brings us to a commercial break. This has been one of the best drives the Commanders have had all night. It was not really much of a contest. All right, at commercial break. All right, at commercial break. All right, just coming back from commercial break. First and 10 for Washington. I believe the Seahawks also get ball to begin the second half. So this is a tough hill to climb here for the Commanders. All right, so Daniels looking to throw. Pass over the middle, has space inside the 20 and down to the 18. All right, that's how you get out of the 2-minute warning. Nice simple pitch and catch. That was Jalen Lane on the reception. Sets up a first and 10 from the 18. Clock ticking, under a minute and a half to play in the half. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. We receive an option to the right, going to hand this off up the middle. And that is space inside the 15 to the 13 for Chris Rodriguez. A gain of 5. And a timeout called by Seattle. That's their first. A minute 9 to play in the half. All right, so timeout called by Seattle. Second and 5 coming up. Ball on the 13. Oh, it's a Seahawk. Oh, yeah. Seahawk I rolled up on after the play as well. Then I missed that. So Daniels in shotgun, looking to throw. Pressure coming, rolling left, throwing left, and that is going to be incomplete. A throwaway, 3rd and 5 coming up. So Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw. Daniels rolling right. Still looking, going to take it himself. Daniels inside the 5 and out of bounds at the 1. I don't know. There's been a ton of great games this week, so that's just to balance it out, I guess. For every 5 great games you get a week, you need 1 terrible one. It's 1st and goal for Washington from the 1-yard line. Daniels in shotgun, gonna roll left and take it himself. And he is in. The Commanders are on the board with 53 seconds to play in the half. It's about time the Commanders find the end zone. It took them long enough. The extra point. It is up and it is good. 21-point game. 53 seconds to play in the half. Seattle gets ball to begin the second half, and they have 2 timeouts to try and get a field goal out of this. We head to a commercial break as well. All right, at commercial break. At commercial break. $53 seconds to play in the first half. So that commercial break, should be exiting it here shortly. There we go. And the Commanders are set to send this one down. We'll see if Seattle can extend this lead before the half. Even if not, they get ball to begin the second half. So they're setting themselves up nicely here nonetheless. as kickoff is underway. Going to be returned beginning from about the 3. Has room out past the 20 to the 24, maybe 25. All right. What you got, Seattle? Darnold in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the 24. 49 seconds and 2 timeouts. Darnold looking to throw. Pass over the middle, caught by JSN. He has space down to the 43, 44. A gain of about 20. Darnold in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Looking to throw. Pass right side going to be caught with space to about midfield. Fighting for an extra yard or 2. AJ Barner on the reception. And the Seahawks will call their second timeout. 20 seconds now for field goal range. All right, so 20 seconds remain. 2nd and 3. Darnold in shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Need about, 10-ish more yards for field goal range. Darnold to throw. Has time. Pass right side. It's JSN. Down inside the 25. Sam Darnold has been automatic tonight. It is insane. Another beautiful throw from Sam Darnold. And it puts Seattle at about, the 24-yard line? 23? Hey, gets his feet in. JSN and Sam Darnold might be the best QB receiver connection in the NFL right now. It feels unstoppable to a degree. They're gonna review this, but I think it's gonna stand. I'm confused on what they're looking at here. He gets his feet in. That's what are they reviewing here? Maybe the spot of the ball. It's a very clear catch. I don't know. Even if Joe Burrow was still playing, I'm not sure if him and Jamar Chase is gonna match this production. It's been. I mean, maybe they match the production, but do they match the wins? Because that's where Joe Burrow could set a record for passing touchdowns in the game and would still lose by 10. I'm still confused on what they were reviewing there. Okay, wanted to make sure he was down inbounds. instead of down out of bounds. So that way it would depend on the clock. They're taking a 10-second runoff? That's okay. You're still gonna have to call your timeout then. I guess as you take the 10-second runoff, you wait for the clock to begin running, then you call your timeout, so that way you just kick the field goal and get the halftime. All right, I could see that. Showing some smelling salts there. All right, final timeout called by Seattle. Out comes Jason Myers to try and make this a 24-point game. That's assuming Joe Burrow is going to be playing by that point, but I doubt he will. Was gonna be Joe Flacco lighting us up? The last time Joe Flacco played Miami, he got shut down. He lost to Skylar Thompson the last time he played in Miami. Man, I don't know what to tell you. I was at that game. It was not fun. 41-yard kick from the right hash. To make this a 24-point game. Kick is up, and it is good. Right down the middle, and that is halftime. The Seahawks get ball to begin the second half, and they are in firm control of this game. In firm control. Yeah, exactly. I don't think y'all are gonna be. If you keep losing games like how you did the past 2 weeks, y'all are not gonna be in the hunt come December. And so again, it would most likely be Flacco then that week. I doubt it. Plus, I don't think the front office will allow it to happen. You need him healthy for next year. It's one of those things where you really need to get lucky if Cincy's going to go on another run like they did in 21. And and part of trying to get that as best of a probability as you can to get that luck is Burrow being completely healthy. Exactly. That's why it's more so the case of how desperate is Zach Taylor going to be to keep his job come December, assuming he hasn't been fired yet. It's gonna be a very interesting next few weeks for Cincy. That's for sure. Oh, the fear is that Tucker Kraft tore his ACL. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. We have at commercial break. We're at halftime. Yep, at commercial break at halftime. So they're announcing all the different end of year awards for the MLB right now. At least I'm seeing a bunch of gold gloves get announced. Yep, at halftime. RJ Harvey had another touchdown today, making it 3 straight games. And I'm loving it, man. RJ Harvey's that dude. I'm loving seeing RJ Harvey have the success he's having. And he's been like surprised. Like he's been more impactful in a receiving game than I thought he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna get that obviously like running like I thought he was gonna get like a good shake of carries throughout the season. He's still getting like a decent amount, but he's been really impactful in the passing game for Denver, and I'm here for it. I love to see it. I'm seeing the Marlins got 2 Gold Glovers. Or is this minor league? No, that one's minor league. The other is major. Okay. Still at halftime. Seeing highlights here from the Chiefs Bills game. Which that was a really solid finish as well. Yeah, third place in the AFC West. And with the Jacksonville win, the Chiefs are sitting with the Jacksonville win today. The Chiefs are on the outside looking in for the playoffs. That's crazy. But if the Chiefs missed the playoffs this year, all right, at commercial break. Still at halftime. Matthew Stafford's already up to 21 passing touchdowns on the year. God damn. Yeah, he's definitely in the MVP talks. Wait, that was Joe Flacco's first career game with 400 passing touchdowns. What is this Sunday? Why is this Sunday just crazy for no reason? He's still. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all still did. Man. I think I also saw something that Joe Flacco passed Tom Brady for the most passing yards in a game by someone over 40. And y'all still. Like, this win could not be more gift wrapped to you. Hey, put respect on Caleb Williams. That man has the Bears fighting for fighting for a playoff spot. Welcome. Oh yeah, no, this has been a fantastic performance from Seattle. Sam Darnold is playing out of his mind right now. 16 for 16, 4 touchdowns. Like you could probably throw in Drew Lock the rest of this game and still win by double digits. Well, because you also have like what didn't Caleb Williams steal a Heisman from an LSU guy? Ooh, that sucks. Yeah, the buffering sucks. Yeah, it's been a great game. Yeah, I mean your defense is playing just fine in that matter. Yeah, like and also y'all are having guys wide open against this defense. If Drew Lock can't hit those open passes, then it don't deserve. Then it's just not meant to be. It feels that way. It definitely does. I mean, he has been having to do a lot himself in this game. He's not getting great pocket time. He's not really getting that many open receivers and yards after the catch. It's been a game truly just been Jaden Daniels versus the Seahawks. Yeah, he scored the only touchdown. He has 11 pass attempts in this game. He's leading them in rushing yards. It's a tough first game back for Jaden Daniels. That's the very least. Yep, still a commercial break for halftime. Yeah, it is definitely belt to ass. It's been a rough one to watch. It's been ugly. But at least it's like ugly in a way that Seattle is still making it entertainment. It's still making it entertaining because of how dominant they are. It's not like one of those dominant games where it's 17-0 at the half and it's like 3 drives each. Oh yeah, the fumbling on the kick return probably sealed it in this one because then it was a 1 play touchdown after that. Like That's writing on the wall there. Because I was like, on that play, it was a beautiful throw to Elijah Aurora. He had JSN butt ass open on the right side of the field for a touchdown as well. That was one you missed. Yeah, it was a beautiful throw. But Seattle definitely got the memo of we're wearing these beautiful uniforms. We need to come out to play. I'm not sure what memo Washington got, but I'm pretty sure it was the one meant for Tampa and their throwbacks. Must have got mixed up in the mail. NFL send the memos to the wrong teams against Seattle those weeks. Yeah. It's that defense. The Seattle defense is incredible. Sorry, who was the previous quarterback? Sam Darnold, first player with four passing touchdowns and no interceptions in the first half of play since Ryan Tannehill in 2015. What? Important to note, that was right before Chris Greer became the GM. Funny, huh? Second half kickoff underway. Going to be returned, muffed and picked up at the 10. Gets up past the 15 and down to about the 18. 10-year record breaker. I need it. One second. Darnold under center, back behind him. Handing this one off left side for Kenneth Walker. Is going to get about a yard. All right. See ya. Appreciate you stopping by. Darnold in shotgun back to his left. Two receiving options to each side. 2nd and 9 from the 20. Going to look to throw. Has some time. Pass left side. Going to be caught. And going to be a gain of 8. 3rd and 1 coming up. All right. 3rd and 1. Darnold under center, back behind him. Going to look to throw. Pass right side, going to be incomplete. Looking for JSN on a goal line fade route, basically. And the Seahawks go 3 and out. And that's the first incompletion of the night for Sam Darnold. That's a interesting play call on 3rd and 1, to say the least. I mean, JSN is open. If he puts that more towards the sideline, he probably has him. But that's definitely an interesting throw. Punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 17 and gets up to about the 22. All right, 1st and 10 coming up. First and 10 for Washington. Daniels in shotgun, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 21. Daniels going to hand this off right side, and there's some space for Krotsky Merritt. Gets up to about the 26, a gain of 5. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right, going to look to throw in 2nd and 5. Has some time, going to step up, throw in left side. Going to be caught by Zach Ertz up past midfield to about the 48. And they move the chains. All right, 1st and 10. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. They give up the middle to Krotsky Merritt. Is going to get about 3, maybe 4. So 2nd and 6. Daniels in shotgun, looking to throw. Has some time, trying to escape, but brought down and sacked. Back at their own 48-yard line. 3rd and long coming up. So 3rd and 13. Daniels in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Going 5 wide. Daniels looking to throw. Pressure coming, pass left side, off the mark and incomplete. 2 low and outside for Deebo Samuel. It's a 4th and 13. And the Commanders will have to punt. Okay. 4th and 13. The punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at the 12. And we're heading to a commercial break with that. Just go for it every 4th. They might need to soon. They might need to start doing that. Also, we had a junior college last night put up 100 points in the game. And add commercial break. Yeah, good old Snow College. Don't know where they're located, but Snow College of of JUCO. Put up 100 points last night. All right, so that commercial break. Is it in Utah? Okay. All right, should be exiting the commercial break here shortly. We get to see this next Seattle drive. Huh, okay. Yeah, I know that they're the Badgers. All right, so Darnold under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right, play action looking to throw. Darnold with time, passing deep, left side, and it's incomplete. Looking for JSN. Penalty marker comes in hella late. And it's going to be against Washington. That is a late DPI call. It was a spot foul and automatic first down. I get it, but that is a late flag. Like that is a late flag being thrown there. So Darnold under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. 1st and 10 from the 40. Going to hand this off left side for Kenneth Walker. He gets maybe a yard. Then send me the image. I need to see this. All right, 2nd and 9 coming up. Darnold under center, back behind him. We're going to have a timeout called by Seattle. Play clock was about to expire. Second one? Okay. Yeah, no, that is nice. Yeah, that does look really nice. Hey, Snow College out of nowhere, man. They have some nice uniforms as well. I like the all orange look. And at 2nd and 9, 10 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Darnold in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw. Pass right side, going to be caught. And that is a gain of roughly 4. Maybe 5. That's Torrey Horton on the reception. That's a bit manageable 3rd down. Well, yeah, they're a small school, but it still looks nice. Give them respect there. So 3rd and 4, Darnold alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Play clock winding down as Darnold looks to throw. Commanders only send 3. Pass over the middle is intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the Commanders have something going for them. Yeah, that's a tough throw. Threw it way behind the intended target. If he sets his feet and gets the ball out, maybe it's probably more on target, but it would have been a little bit of a, a little bit more time in between throws. Probably not the greatest of situations there. They're a SWAC team? Damn. Daniels in shotgun, gonna hand this off left side for Deebo Samuel. And he's gonna have space to get up to about midfield, gain of roughly 3. Second and 7 coming up. Darnold and Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Second and 7 from midfield, 8.5 to play in the third quarter. Daniels looks to throw. Pressure coming, trying to escape, and gonna somehow escape and get 5, maybe 6. He was running side by side with the Seahawk like nothing was happening. So yeah, they're some of their other sports are in the SWAC, but not football, I assume. So 3rd and 1, Daniels in shotgun, gonna hand this off up the middle, and that'll be enough for the first down. Gets up to about the 40 there for Chris Rodriguez. Going hurry up. Daniels in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, looking to throw. Rolling right and gonna look to take it himself. He gets a yard up to the 40 proper. Gonna be a 2nd and 9 coming up. I doubt it. Because I doubt that we ever see like a D1 school or an FBS school put up 100, because it would have to be against an FCS school, and there's some level of respect there to where the score gets high enough to where they just don't put up that amount. As the Commanders called their first timeout as the play clock was about to expire. Yeah, I doubt we see an FBS school put up 100. So 2nd and 9, 6:40 to play in the third. The most is 72 in an NFL game. And we will never see an NFL team put up 100. We were lucky to see an NFL team put up 70 with the Dolphins a few years back. And we're not going to see a team put up 100. Daniels looking to throw in 2nd and 9, but the play is whistled dead due to a false start. Pulling it on Zach Ertz. Going to push him back 5. A 2nd and 14 coming up. Yeah, Georgia Tech has that great game against, what was it, like Sutherland or some shit. We're never gonna see anything like that again. Daniels in shotgun, 2nd and 14, looking to throw. Pressure coming, trying to escape, and gonna be sacked back for a loss of 2 at the 47. 3rd and long coming up. Or was it like Cumberland that they put up that amount? I don't know. It was some weird school. Third and 15. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Going to look to throw once again. Seahawks send pressure, pass right side. Is incomplete. A penalty marker in the backfield. I imagine this would be for Holden. Oh, it was a chop block against Washington. That would be declined 4th and 15. Yeah, it was Cumberland. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of those games. Where like if a game like that happens today, more people would not realize how insane it is, and more so just be like, damn, they really stat padded like that, huh? And 4th and 15, 5:49 to play in the 3rd, and the offense is staying on the field for Washington. Daniels alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Seattle sack in the box, they send 5. Daniels to throw. Pressure coming, avoids 1 sack, avoids a 2nd. Looking, rolling right, gonna keep it himself. And gonna be tripped up and brought down at the 40. A turnover on downs. And this game is getting out of hand. SMU has the modern record. That makes doesn't make sense. Kinda. But how much is it? How much is that though? It still has to be pretty high. As we're heading to a commercial break. Or are you saying that's 77? Because I feel like that's a little low. If that's the modern record for college. Oh, it's 4 FBS matchups specifically. Okay, that makes sense. All right, add commercial break still. Add commercial break. Or Marshawn Lattimore has been downgraded to out with a knee injury. A tough blow for this Commanders defense that already has been playing kind of rough tonight. All right, just coming back from commercial break. See what the Seattle. We'll see what Seattle can do on this next drive. Sorry, there's a high school in Maryland called Gonzaga. That was a game I was thinking about in terms of like a potential record. Well, that was a 72-70 finish in that one. Handoff up the middle on 1st and 10 is going to be Zach Charbonnet for about 6 or 7. Which that game was crazy. 7 overtimes resulted in a 72-70 final. You would never see that again in college football. Darnold in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 4. Darnold looks to throw. Has some time trying to escape and going to shovel this forward to Charbonnet. And he has room past the 40 and still fighting past the 35 and down to the 34. Penalty marker down in the secondary. And Sam Darnold somehow gets that ball off to Charbonnet. Prior to the pass, a holding on Washington will be declined. And a 1st and 10 coming up. That's what it was, 74-72, yeah. Because that was the game where LSU thought they won in like regulation or some shit, only for it to be overturned and then goes to 7 overtime. Darnold under center, back and fullback behind him. Ball on the 33, going to hand this off to Charbonnet up the middle, and he spins his way for a yard. So 2nd and 9 coming up. Darnold under center. Gonna play action and look to throw. Passing left side, gonna be caught. And there's gonna be Elijah Aurora for about 3. Yeah, that's what it was. So 3rd and 5. Darnold in shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Looking to throw. Has some time. Pass over the middle. Going to be caught down to the 18. That's JSN on the reception. And the Seahawks are in the red zone. All right. Yeah, that's crazy. Handoff left side on 1st and 10. Going to have space inside the 10 and down to the 7 for Kenneth Walker. Penalty marker down. Probably going to be a face mask against Washington. Half the distance to the goal. And a 1st and goal coming up. So first and goal. And a penalty marker comes in before the snap. And Washington will actually call a timeout here. .235 to play in the third quarter. Washington only has one timeout remaining. And I'm not opposed. It just means the end of this game could go by a little bit quicker. .235 to play in the third. First and goal for Seattle from inside the 5. Darnold in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the 3-yard line. Darnold to throw. Pass right side, incomplete. Looking for AJ Barner. And a second and goal coming up. Talking about the Legion of Boom. Ball Flash, if you're still here. I've been playing Madden 25 again recently. And man, that Legion of Boom Seattle team can go fuck themselves in that game. They are a tough team to beat, even on lower difficulties. Handoff up the middle, and it's going to be down at the 1. I was just playing that game for fun. This past week, basically, with the Vikings, and man, those Seahawks teams are annoying to go against. All right, third and goal. Gonna be a QB sneak up the middle, and that's AJ Barner getting in, and they extend the lead. AJ Barner lined up under center, and it's now a 30-point Seahawk lead. Wow, this game is something. Extra point is up and right down the middle. Yeah, but those two defenses you can't go against in any football game. You can go against the no-fly zone Broncos in like Madden 16. But like the Legion of Boom Seahawks, specifically in Madden 25, that released back in 2013 or whatever the fuck. Like that is there's a you can tell why they're the number 1 defense in the league that year. Also, we're at commercial break. I'll quickly be right back. For that commercial break, I am back. And we're still at commercial break. All right, just getting back from the commercial break, and this is a magic school bus graphic for the Seahawks. What the fuck? So many props there for NBC. So many props. I love it. I love it. All right, kickoff going to be returned. Nope, that's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders will begin from the 35. Yeah, Jaden Daniels been pressured on 54% of dropbacks tonight. And you're not going to win easily when you're constantly thrown under pressure like that. Has been forced to scramble on 42% of dropbacks. Yeah, you're not going to win much when that's the case. So Daniels in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receiving options to the right. And we're going to have a stoppage for some reason. Okay, not sure what that was for. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Going to look to throw. Has time, pass over the middle, is caught, and has space for Deebo Samuel. He gets out of bounds near the 45. That's what happens when you give your guy some time to throw. So 1st and 10. Daniels in shotgun, quick throw right side, caught by Deebo, and that is a loss of a yard. Penalty marker is down as well. And this is going to be... What was it? Was it a holding against Washington? What was the penalty? No, because they picked up the penalty, I guess. 2nd and 11. Daniels in shotgun. 4 receivers to the left, looking to throw. Pass over the middle, going to be caught, and that is Jalen Lane down to the 40. A gain of roughly 7. So 3rd and 4. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Daniels trying to escape. And going to be sacked back at midfield. The pressure keeps coming. The sacks keep rolling. The Commanders go backwards some more. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. 15 minutes remain. And it's going to be a pretty long 15 minutes if you're a Commanders fan. This is a 31-point blowout at home on Sunday Night Football. We got 15 minutes to go, though. All right, at commercial break. All right, at commercial break, waiting for the start of the fourth quarter. Yep, next week, International Falcons and Colts. I won't be live with that game. In fact, most of next week Sunday is kind of up in the air for me in terms of what I will and won't be live with. I probably won't know definitively until Friday or Saturday. So be on the lookout for a community post around those times to get a definitive word on what's going to be the schedule on Sunday. As we're just coming back from commercial break, the start of the fourth quarter underway here soon. As the Commanders will send this one down. Yeah, it's just because I have a friend visiting next weekend, and I'm not sure exactly what the plan's gonna be for that yet. Punt comes off clean, gonna be fair caught at the 13. Seahawks will begin from there. Yeah, what has been a don't go to commercial again. NBC, you've been really good tonight. Do not go to commercial again. Back to commercial break. Yay. Alright, at commercial break. Yeah, I still plan to go live Thursday night with Broncos and Raiders, and I definitely will be live next week, Monday Night Football. That is a for certain. But Sundays just has some questions to it. We're still at commercial break. At commercial break. Alright, just getting back from commercial break, and here we have a nice JSN Friday the 13th graphic. I feel like this was about 3 days too late on having this graphic, NBC. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so Darnold under center. Back and fullback behind him. 1st and 10 from the 14. Going to hand this off up the middle, and that's Zach Charbonnet for about 4 or 5. Yep, showing first round Ohio State receivers since 2022. There's been quite a few of them, and they've all pretty much been really successful. Maybe Ohio State gets that receiver U title now. Darnold under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff up the middle, and that is Zach Charbonnet for about 2. 2nd and 3rd and 4 coming up. All right, so 3rd down coming up. No, they don't. Hey, I'm just saying. It's a possibility. We're getting close to it, though. Darnold handoff up the middle for Kenneth Walker. Bouncing out right side will gain only 2. Especially when Jeremiah Smith enters the league, I'm just saying. Yeah, that's why I mentioned it. I mentioned it because I knew you were still here. And LSU will firmly have better quarterback production over Ohio State for the time being. I'll give y'all that. Joe Burrow alone clears. Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels clear. Who do they have? Justin Fields. Who else? DJ Stroud. Punt comes off clean, going to be fair caught. 12.5 to play in the game. I feel like I'm missing someone else from Ohio State. Mayfield is Oklahoma. Same with Kyler Murray. Who else does OSU have? Is it just Fields and Stroud? They had Haskins. May he rest in peace, but he wasn't that good of a quarterback. I feel like if he definitely had his chance though, he would have had his chance. With the way we've been seeing, like, first round bust become great talent elsewhere, Dwayne Haskins would have been a fun story to watch, man. It's unfortunate what happened. What, Cardinal Tate is no longer playing football? Yeah, but none of them were like Braxton Miller as well, but that was ages ago. Terrell Pryor, but he switched to receiver. It was a good receiver. Not this year for Ohio State. Will Howard is over in Pittsburgh being the backup. There's no way Ohio State has had 5 or 6 quarterbacks start this year. Unless they're counting like guys that have transferred out of Ohio State. Yeah, I think it's Oklahoma you're thinking about, because they at least have Baker and Kyler Murray, which is a fine pairing. I'm probably missing a 3rd Ohio State quarterback, but I don't think it matters. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Daniels in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to hand this off up the middle for Krotsky Merritt, and that's a gain of 4. That might have been Oregon. Because Oregon had Mariota, Nix, Chuck, Herbert, and Dylan Gabriel. It was Oregon. I think that was what last week was about. Daniels to throw, pass right side, going to be caught for a gain of about 9, enough for a first down. It was a different OU. Yeah, too many O schools. Too many O schools. Because I remember seeing a graphic an Oregon fan made that just excluded Justin Herbert for some reason. But had Dante Moore for some reason. Handoff up the middle is going to get Krotsky Merritt for about a yard. So 2nd and 9 coming up. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Going to look to throw. Pass right side, going to be caught by Krotsky Merritt, and he gets brought down hard for a gain of 2. And there's a penalty for Taunton being called on Reek Woolen. That's it's not great to have a Taunton penalty against you when you're 2 days out of the trade deadline and your name has been brought up. Automatic first down for Washington. That's a tough penalty to take there. Yeah, the stare down. That's a bad penalty. Your name has already been brought up quite a bit in trade rumors this leading up to the deadline. You didn't get a penalty like that. I think there's another LSU as well outside of those two. Daniels to throw in 1st and 10. Pressure coming, rolling left. Gonna pass left now and along the sideline. That is gonna be caught. All right. Good catch along the sideline. Yeah, he gets his feet in. That's a nice catch. Was that who I think it is? Yep, that was Traylon Burks on the reception. The former Arkansas receiver and 1st-round pick of the Tennessee Titans. He has his first catch as a Commander. Pass right side caught by Deebo Samuel. Gets inside the 15 to the 13. Of the water boy. Yeah, no, I can't because there's no Louisville State or yeah, because there is only the one main LSU. Obviously, there's a few like UMs and it's only one FSU. Might be. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right, gonna hand this off up the middle, and that is nothing. Stuffed at the line, 3rd and 5 coming up. Third and 6. Daniels in shotgun, looking to throw. Has time, pass left side, gonna be caught, and that's enough for a first down. Jalen Lane on the reception. Okay. First and goal for Washington. Eight, 10 to play in the game. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right, gonna hand this off up the middle, and gets inside the 5 and down to the 3. That's Chris Rodriguez on the carry. All right, now a give right side, going to be stuffed at the line on second and goal. Now third and goal. Oh, Jaden Daniels is slow to get up. Oh, man. 7.5 to play in the game, and Jaden Daniels is slow to get up. As he kept it himself right side, and he gets brought down awkwardly. Traylon Burks is by his side now. Bobby Wagner is there. The entirety of Northwest Stadium, that's the new name of that's the new name, right? The entirety of, what's it called? The entirety of FedEx Field is holding their breath as we're going to go to a commercial break. A bunch of other Commanders players are gathering around. Oh, man. Yeah, I know of LSU Shreveport. I know of them because of college baseball. Reports is that it's an arm injury. I much don't want to say you need to see a replay on that again to see if it really is an arm injury. From what I've seen on reports, it does not look good. Yeah, it's from what Ari has to say, it's a gruesome looking arm injury, which sucks, but at least it's not a re-aggravation of his hamstring. All right, at commercial break. The card that's coming out for Daniels. Yeah, pretty much the entire team is gathering around him. Seems like they have his left arm in an air cast as he's heading to the sideline. Oh, man. Third and goal coming up for Washington. It's Marcus Mariota taking the field. My question is, you're down by 31 with under 10 minutes to play. Why is Jaden Daniels even in the game? Yeah, that's tough. All right, 3rd and goal. Mariota in shotgun. Back to his right. Ball on the 4-yard line. They give up the middle to Chris Rodriguez, and he is in. Touchdown, Washington. They cut into this deficit late in the 4th. All right, I have a friend that's texting me that somehow found a replay of it, and based off of his report, his entire left arm appears to have twisted backwards. Jeez. Extra point is up and good. Yeah, he is Washington football, man. The entire city just goes with him, and him going down again is tough. A bad commercial break. It was his left arm. So like it's like a little bit of a silver lining, but that's still off injury. Yeah, but he's still gonna miss probably the rest of the season, I would imagine. If his arm really was twisted in the opposite direction, yeah, he's gonna miss the rest of the season. But it's something. He may be tough, but again, Washington cannot afford him to get too banged up this early on in his career. He is their franchise. They got lucky to even get him and have the performance he had last year. It's unfortunate. Like, why was he even in the game at that point? There's no need for him to be playing. Sunday Night Football next week is Steelers Chargers. There's a possibility I go live with 4 straight Steelers games. Because they played Thursday night a few weeks ago. They played Sunday night last week. I went live with their game today, and then Sunday night next week. Fucking okay. I'm gonna be watching way too much Steelers football if that happens. They traded for Laramie Tunsil, and that was like a nice get for the offensive line, but it has not mattered. The offensive line is still looking rough at this point. Kickoff underway, gonna bounce and be returned beginning from the goal line. Has room down the right side out past the 20, 25, and out of bounds near the 28. 7 minutes to play in the game. Drew Lock is in the game now for Seattle. I'm sure they saw that and was like, there's no need for Sam Darnold to be playing anymore. Lock under center, back and fullback behind him. Gonna toss this left side, and there is room to go nowhere. Stuffed at the line for no gain. But the clock keeps running. So 2nd and 10. Lock under center, back behind him. Motioning someone into the backfield as a fullback. Yeah, that's true as well. They give left side can get about 2. Yeah, just Daniels' insane athleticism and mobility. It's fantastic to watch, but man, can it come to bite you? Because he never will truly trust the offensive line if that's the case. Because he knows he can make a play, and if he sees the opportunity to, he's going to try. So lock under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side. It's 3rd and 8. Gonna hand this off once again up the middle, and that is going to be a gain of 7. The Nakua of QBs is crazy. Hey, like Haynes King is a similar way currently in the college level, where like he's just gonna make him and Diego Pavi are both just like, we're gonna make the play, and we do not care what happens afterward. 4th and 1, and Seattle's gonna punt this one away. 4:45 to play in the game. Punt comes off clean, going to be returned beginning from the 5. Has room past the 10, past the 15, and down to the 17. Yeah, King is the Georgia Tech guy. Which there's a chance the ACC championship game is Virginia and Georgia Tech. Like what? Huh? Sure. Fuck it. Why not? All right, so Mariota gonna hand this off up the middle on 1st and 10, and gets inside past the 20 to about the 22. Clock continues to run. 2nd and 4 coming up. The first team out of that case would be Duke, which is even crazier that Duke is potentially playing for an ACC championship in football. It's a cursed season. Handoff right side on 2nd and 4. It's going to be Krotsky Merritt for about 2. The clock continues to run. Seattle has a very interesting next 2 games. Playing Arizona next week and then at the Rams in week 11. Which, what time does that Rams Seahawks game start in week 11? Hold on. Because that's going to be... that's a 4:05 kick. Okay. I'm going to have a choice to make for that week. Mariota going to hand this off up the middle, and there's room for the 1st down and then some. Past the 35 to the 37. That is Chris Rodriguez on the carry. At this point, we might as well be playing basketball already in the college world. Like at least in the ACC. In the SEC, we might be playing baseball. But yeah, it's crazy. Daniels in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. I mean, Mariota in shotgun. Handoff left side, gonna get up to the 40, maybe the 41. I am tired. But I am pissed that Texas won yesterday, man. I was hoping for Vandy to go on a run. There's still a world where they make the playoff as an at-large bid, but man, I was hoping. Let's see, we have Florida, Auburn, South Carolina. Who else? I'm sure there's another one. 3 or 4. 4 or 5, actually. Maybe, you never know with Sarkisian, he might leave to go elsewhere. Same with Lane Kiffin. All right, Mariota in shotgun, back behind him. 2 minutes to play in the game. A handoff up the middle, and there's space for Chris Rodriguez. Enough for a first and a gain of 8. Arkansas, yeah, that's when I was missing. It's Arkansas, Florida, LSU, Auburn, South Carolina, and maybe one more I'm blanking on. So that's 5. Now there's like half the conference roughly that are looking for head coaches in the SEC. As more so like a third. Handoff up the middle once again. Going to be a gain of about 3 or 4 for Rodriguez. One more play is roughly needed before the end of the game. Beamer got fired after the Vanderbilt loss because that was a bad loss for South Carolina. It was him and Virginia Tech that fired their coaches around the same time, I believe. Right? Or am I thinking of? No, I'm thinking of Virginia Tech and UCLA. Never mind. Scratch that. But yeah, I would be shocked if Beamer's not fired yet, though. Either way. Handoff up the middle on 2nd and 6, and that will be the final play of this game. I'm gonna quickly double check this though. Yeah, okay, so Shane Beamer is still the coach, but South Carolina did fire their offensive coordinator today in Mike Shula. So I was correct in thinking that South Carolina had a coaching change. Okay, then it's 4. But that's going to do it. A tough loss for Washington. Got a whole lot tougher at the end due to the injury to Jaden Daniels. A 24-point loss at home on primetime. That is... Man, that is bad. That is just bad. All right, but that wraps up Sunday of Week 9. I'll be live tomorrow night for Arizona and Dallas at around 8:15. I'll see you all there. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.